Time now is 3:39 p.m. February 2nd, 2025. I just did a divine communication session, but I'd stopped the video. I forgot to play the recorder because I was doing a session because I'm just tired. That's why. So I'm here at work, alone in the restaurant side. Oh, someone's coming through the front door. So wait, that's one of my coworkers. I'm gonna do a session now. So I'm alone here. I'm gonna do a session. So hopefully I'm not gonna be because they're trying. There's just like what happened in Palau. They try to block me because they're in trouble. There's people that's in trouble. So I'm gonna do a session again about Omaru and when I was working behind Weston, because that nerve pain was real and I got really sick, and in Palau. Okay, so I'm starting the recording session now. Starting the recording session. Time now is 3:40 p.m. February 2nd, 2025. Okay. I'm going to ask the Holy Angels, Holy Spirit for divine communication through this recorder, and I'm going to share it with the world. When I was staying in my car behind Omar Restaurant in Weston, while working at Omar Restaurant, was I poisoned? If so, who poisoned me? And Andy also passed away. That night I offered him soup. Out of all the times, he never refused food from me. He was also a homeless person. As if someone told him not to take any food, the soup from me that night, because it was cold and raining. It was like well orchestrated. They wanted me to eat that soup. Andy, for the first time, refused the soup, and when I ate that soup, I got sick. The next day, I got nerve pain, and blood was coming underneath my toenails. So I asked the Holy Spirit and Holy Angels, what was the cause of the bleeding underneath my toenails? Because my coworker is just passing by. No, okay. No one is speaking. It's real quiet here. That's just my coworker. He's just getting something. Okay. So and every time I use I urinate in my car. Because I was sleeping in my car. I urinated in a container, and every time I unzip my pants and stick my thing into the container, someone will flash the headlights to the window. My windows I put up sheets to cover so no one can see in. But as if someone knows every time I need to pee, it's very invasive. They do that on timing. Like every time I need to pee, they'll like right when I take out my private and put it in the container, they'll flash the brights on the windows of my car. Like they're trying to be invasive. This is how invasive these terrorist group is. I'm sharing with the world what they did to me. Do you want someone to do that to you? And they forced me to poverty. It's like they were hazing me. These are demons. They did that. And just like when I was staying at Real World with when Robin owned a Real World, and me and my coworker almost fought. They were instigating trouble, just like how my uncle almost stabbed me. They were instigating trouble with me and my coworker, and we almost fought inside the office. And they were flashing the brights at the windows at Real World, where Fiesta Hotel is at, because they're trying to instigate trouble. Just like when I'm urinating in my container in my car, they flash the brights at the window. These are terrorists. And they also instigated the same people that almost made my uncle stab me. And they think it's funny. These are psychopaths. Okay. So going back to, I'm still recording. Okay, so they did that to me, and when I went to Palau, the water, I felt welcome when I first arrived in Palau, but after the honeymoon phase, things started to change. I noticed that the stalkers are in Palau too. They followed me. So when I first arrived in Palau, the water from the tap, the sink, it tasted sweet and good. Then about 2 months or so, they did construction. They turned off the water, and the construction, they were doing construction work on the main pipe for the water near my grandma's house, up the road, just where my neighbor's at. And when they turned off the water, and when they turned it back on, the water tasted different, and it was making my lips burn, and my lips were peeling, even my throat. Also, the construction worker also hit me with his van in Palau, and I even went down to the police and filed a report. This is how bad this terrorist group. These are construction workers. Okay, they're the ones that were doing something with the pipe, and just like over here, when I was talking about the water. Okay, I asked the Holy Spirit and Holy Angels, did they do anything to the water? What made my lips start to peel and make me sick in Palau? Is it like what happened to me when I was staying across the airport when I was drinking the water and my face was peeling? Did they do anything to the water back then when I was staying across the airport, when I was getting my water from the airport? Was there anything in the water? What I'm hearing now is they're saying, don't say anything because they're going to hurt you, because they're in trouble. So I'm going to share this with the world. Okay, I'm going to stop now and play it.